Assalamualaikum. Hi. My name is Nur Alam Maisarah binti Muhammad Yusairi. My metric number is 1220533. Today I will be presenting digital forensic investigation design title Investigation Design for Intellectual Property Thief of Ether OS. This presentation focus on how professional forensic investigation should be designed, conducted and documented in an insider intellectual property thief case. Modern digital economy, intellectual property, especially proprietary source code, is one of the most valuable organizational asset. Thief of source code can cause severe financial loss, reputational damage and long-term legal consequence. Digital forensic play a crucial role in investigating such incident by identifying, preserving and analyzing digital evidence in a legally admissible manner. Insider threats are particularly challenging because insider already possess legitimate access, making malicious activity harder to detect. This case involved Innovate Spare Software, a company developing a proprietary operating system known as Ether OS. The investigation centre on the former senior developer, Ms. Priya Sharma, whose access privilege and resignation timing raise suspicion. The case represents a realistic insider threat scenario where forensic investigation is required to determine whether intellectual property thief occur. For the case background, Innovate Sphere operate within a secure development environment supported by a centralized version control system. 1 week before Ms. Sharma resigned, network monitoring system detected an unusually large encrypted outbound data transfer. The data size closely matched the compressed Ether OS source code. Her immediate employment at a competing company further strengthened internal suspicion. For the investigation hypothesis, the primary hypothesis suggests that Mr. Sharma intentionally abused her authorized access to exfiltrate the OS source code. However, professional forensic practice require investigators to avoid confirmation bias. Therefore, alternative hypotheses were considered, including credential compromise, third-party misuse, and false positive network alert. All hypotheses must be evaluated objectively using verifiable digital evidence. And next, for the legal and ethical consideration, digital forensic investigation must operate within strict legal and ethical boundaries. In this case, compliant with the Indian Information Technology Act 2000, corporate policy and employment agreement is essential. Investigator must only access authorized system and limit analysis to relevant data. Ethical principles such as confidentiality, impartiality and proportionality ensure individual rights are protected. Next, digital forensic investigation must follow a structured life cycle. This includes identifying potential evidence source, preserving evidence integrity, acquiring forensic copies, analyzing artifacts, and finally presenting findings. Each phase must be carefully documented to ensure transparency, repeatability, and legal admissibility. Next is system and network interaction. In modern development environment, user activity generate forensic artifacts across multiple systems. While encrypted traffic hide content, metadata such as timing, volume, and destination still provide valuable forensic insight. Correlating log from endpoint, repositories, and network device allow investigators to reconstruct events accurately. For the insider crime analysis, insider intellectual property thief is particularly complex because insider understands system architecture and security controls. Forensic analysis evaluate intent, opportunity and capability, distinguishing malicious behavior from legitimate work require contextual interpretation and evidence correlation rather than assumption. For the evidence acquisition strategy, a well-designed evidence acquisition strategy is critical to producing defensible finding. This investigation adopt a multiple-layer approach covering endpoint, server, and network infrastructure, using multiple independent source strength, attribute, and reduce the risk of misinterpretation. Next, each evidence source serves a specific forensic purpose. Authentication log establish account usage. Repository log show code access, and endpoint artifact reveal file handling behavior. Network metadata support detection of unusual data transfer, while communication record provide contextual insight to intent. The order of volatility principle prioritize the acquisition of data that is most likely to be lost. Evidence triangulation then correlates artifact across systems such as matching repository access with endpoint file creation and network traffic. This process significantly improves evidentiary reliability. For the forensic tools and preservation, industry-accepted forensic tools such as NCAS, FTK, and volatility ensure both technical depth and legal defensibility. Evidence preservation technique, including write blocker and cryptographic hashing, ensure that data integrity is maintained throughout the investigation. The next is investigation finding interpretation. Evidence interpretation must be cautious and contextual. Indicators such as unusual repository access, unauthorized compression, and encrypted outbound traffic are only meaningful when correlated together. Investigator must rule out legitimate explanation before concluding malicious intent. In conclusion, this investigation design demonstrated how a structured and legally compliant forensic approaches can address insider intellectual property thief. If misconduct is confirmed, the organisation should pursue legal action and strengthen preventive controls such as data loss prevention, strict access management, and employee exit procedure. This measure enhance both security posture and forensic readiness. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.